Job was broken. Once the richest man in the East, he now sat in ashes. His children dead, his wealth gone, his health ruined. Boils covered his skin. His friends blamed him. His wife told him to curse God and die. But Job didn't curse. Instead, he cried out, "Why God? Why me? What have I done?" For 37 chapters, Job wrestled in silence, begging for answers, demanding justice, daring God to speak. And then, he did. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind. Job 38:1. A storm erupted, a whirlwind, fierce and unstoppable. And from the roaring chaos came the voice of God. But the answer Job longed for wasn't what he expected. God didn't explain Job's suffering. He didn't mention Satan's challenge. He didn't defend himself. Instead, he asked questions, blistering, divine, cosmic questions. Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Tell me if you understand. Job 38:4. Have you commanded the morning since your days began? 38:12. Can you bind the chains of the Pleiades or loosen Orion's belt? 38:31. God thundered through 4 chapters of interrogation about oceans and snow, mountains and stars, eagles and thunderbolts. He pointed to the Leviathan, a sea monster Job couldn't tame, and to Behemoth, a beast Job couldn't understand. Can you draw out Leviathan with a fishhook? Will it beg you for mercy? Job 41:1-3. In other words, Job, you question me, but can you even understand my creation? It's not about suffering, it's about God's sovereignty. Job didn't get answers. He got revelation. He met God, not as a gentle whisper, but as a whirlwind of power, and it broke him in the best way. I had heard of you by the hearing of the ear, but now my eyes have seen you. Therefore I despise myself and repent in dust and ashes. Job 42:5-6. Job didn't need explanations anymore. He had seen God, and that was enough. When pain comes, we cry out like Job. Why? Where are you? Do you see me? And sometimes, silence. But in time, God may answer, not with explanations, but with his presence. When he speaks, it might not soothe, it might shatter, but it reveals, it humbles, it transforms. And in that, we find peace not from understanding, but from knowing who holds the storm. Sovereign Lord, when I cry out in pain, teach me to listen, not just for answers, but for you. Humble me when I think I know better. You laid the foundations of the world. I can trust you with the foundations of my life.